Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Dee, aka The Messy Perfectionist, and on my channel, I like to have real talk. I share inspirational and personal growth life tips and more. I am a certified life coach as well as a certified holistic nutritionist, and lately I've been sharing a lot about my personal health journey, in particular VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy progress. Today I will be sharing with you my 5-month post-op update. I'll be sharing with you how my post-op appointment went for my 6-month follow-up, even though it's really only 5 months. I'll share with you my weight loss progress, inches lost, and some challenges that I've had. If that all sounds good to you and you would like to learn a little bit more about how I'm doing, please stay tuned. First off, I want to say good morning. It's a beautiful day here on a Saturday in Arizona. My internal clock wakes me up at 6 o'clock no matter whether I get to sleep in or not. So yes, I was up at 6 o'clock trying to lay there till about 6:45 and was like, I can't lay here anymore. Just going to go ahead and get ready and film my post-op update. I usually film in the evening, but since I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning and didn't plan on going to the gym today, I figured I would go ahead and get ready and film my update for you guys and then go about my day, maybe go have a picnic in the park. Happy April, happy beginning of spring to everyone out there. It is just a lovely day here right now, and I really want to spend some time outside. With that said, let me go ahead and get started on updating you guys. So as I said, it is my 5-month post-op update. Usually the surgeon's office will see patients at a 6-month post-op update, but they scheduled me at 5 months for whatever reason. And so I wish I had that extra month a little bit just to feel like I made a little bit more progress, but it was all good. So I'll go ahead and I'll start with the weight that I lost since the end of February, since my last update, which was at 4 months. So at the end of February, I lost another 9 pounds. That was what I lost the previous month as well. So that brought me down to a total weight loss of 63 pounds 5 months post-op. That's awesome. My inches lost were not. I really didn't lose inches at all this month, which was really a bummer to me because if you guys have been following along, you know that I have been busting my butt working out like crazy. So as a matter of fact, on my gym app, there is this little fitness tab that you can click on and set up, and it will tell you how your fitness level is, starting with like level of wood and then moving to, I think it's bronze, silver, gold, platinum being rock star status, right? Guess where I am? I'm at platinum. That's how active I am. So I'm doing really good with that, but I was so disappointed to take my measurements and see that I really didn't lose much of anything. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give you the numbers for what I lost this month and then the total. Starting with my waist, I lost 1 inch in the last month, bringing me to a total of 11 inches lost off of my waist. I did not lose anything off of my hips, so I'm still at 9 inches total lost. I didn't lose anything off of my thighs, so I'm still at a total of 4 inches lost. I did lose 2 inches off of my biceps, or I should say my bat wings of my biceps. So that brought me to a total loss of 5 inches off of my arms. I did lose 1 inch off of my chest, which is a total of 7 inches down. And I did not lose anything off of my neck, so I'm still at 2.5 inches lost off of my neck. So I guess I just expected a little bit more since I have been working out, and it's really weird because I feel smaller. I feel smaller in my clothing. I have gone from a size 20 or 22 to start with down to a very comfortable size 14, which is what I'm in now. I am so happy with that. It's been a really long time since I have fit into a size 14. And I did treat myself with getting some new clothes and new to me clothes. If you have watched some of my other videos, you know I'm a fan of thrifting and ThredUp. So I did get some Torrid things from ThredUp. This was actually an outfit. This is a very cute romper, and I feel like I look really cute in it when I stand up. So yay. So I'm just surprised that when I measured, I, didn't see much progress. Like I've mentioned in the past, I do have loose skin on my arms and, things like that. So I know that can affect when you're trying to take measurements. I did have a friend of mine recently, one of my gym buddy friends, say something that was pretty profound, saying that, you can lose weight from the fat that you hold in your body and your organs, and that might not necessarily transfer to inches lost in your body, but obviously that's desirable. So, I hadn't thought of it that way, but it's definitely very true. And thank you to my friend out there if you're watching. So yes, I had my appointment on March 28th. My dietitian said I was doing really well. You should be, they basically looked at from December through current, and they figure out the average of what you should be losing, which is about 2 pounds a week. And I initially started going like, well, that's not happening. And he's like, well, yes, it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, just let me finish, and then you can say what you're going to say. Because he's like, I can tell you want to go on a tangent there. And it's the average 2 pounds a week. So, because I've had weeks where I haven't lost anything. And then there's weeks where I lose a few pounds, but I guess it all averages to about 2 pounds. So a 28-pound weight loss, which according to their scale, I have done. So very good there. I will also go ahead and insert a picture in here that he took and sent to me. What you are seeing is 2 pictures side by side. One picture he took in October, right before my surgery. And then the other picture was the day of my 5-month post-op update. I could really tell the difference from this photo, and I think you guys will be able to as well. So that was kind of nice to see that. And I'm going to try to start doing that more often, maybe not every month, but every couple months, taking a photo, full body photo, or have somebody take a full body photo of me, because it's a really good way to kind of measure my progress in another way besides just the scale. And again, if you guys see me looking down over here, I have my computer with my notes on. So my surgeon asked all the normal stuff. He said I was doing pretty good too. He went through food intake a bit with me, and he focused on discussion again, which he has done in the past with, not stretching your pouch out. That is the biggest reason why people tend to gain weight after having their VSG surgery, a year out. And something very interesting he shared with me was he gave a scenario with 2 different types of people. And I know he was a little hesitant to this, because for some people, you don't want to give them like free, what is the word I'm looking for? Like give them the okay to do this. But anyway, so 2 people that are gaining weight after VSG. One person has gained weight because they're eating small amounts still, but they're eating high calorie garbage foods. The other person is eating healthier, but they're eating larger quantities of food. Interestingly enough, he said that the person, and both of them get back on track. He said the person that was still eating the small amount but eating crap foods, once they got back on track, it was easier for them to lose weight. And the reason being because the other person, has stretched their stomach out, and then that food is, they're reeling it back in, and that food is just hitting their stomach and being empty in there. So you're having those hunger things and probably eating more frequently. And that was very interesting for me and terrifying, I have to say, because obviously at 5 months post-op out, your stomach is feeling better. Your stomach is a muscle. It stretches. It's supposed to do that. And it is very easy to overeat more than your half a cup of food. I am terrified of weight regain and not losing any more weight, which brings me to the next piece of I still have not had a cycle in over 80 plus days. I do feel like, and I know I've said this before, but I really feel like I'm going to cycle soon, not just because I am PMS moody hormonal, but all the other signs that come with when your cycle is nearing, such as your tender breasts and cervical stuff and all of those kind of things. We don't need to get into a ton of detail with. You ladies know what I'm talking about, and probably most of you guys if you've had a wife or a girlfriend for more than 5 minutes. So but I'm wondering if I'm nearing that, and that's why I have not lost any weight over the last couple weeks. So yeah, that has been a challenge for me. I would say over the last 3 weeks, I have not lost anything. I have bounced up and down between a few pounds. Again, super frustrating when my eating hasn't really changed and I am working out like a mofo. So frustrating. I try not to get down on myself. I can only do what I can do. And I'm really trying hard not to enter that mental eating disorder mode of, well, I guess I just need to start starving myself again. Because I spent a lifetime doing that, and I don't want to take on those unhealthy habits again. I have actually started writing again. If you've known me well, you know that I love to write. I love books. I love reading too, but I've always wanted to write and be a writer. I have some blogs on my website if you're interested. I haven't written anything in a while, but I do have some recipes and some personal experiences of like when I had my daughter and my high-risk pregnancy. But I'm starting to write down some memoirs about what I've gone through, diet culture, relationships, etc. And it's been kind of freeing, but also bringing up a lot of stuff from the past, if you know what I mean. But everything that comes up happens for a reason. It's all things that we still have unresolved. Even when we think we have stuff that's resolved, sometimes there's still work to be done. And I know that, but it's never easy when these things are coming up, right? So I'm trying to be gentle with myself. Haven't lost a lot of weight in the last couple weeks. But also something else that may be a contributing factor is my thyroid. I mentioned to you guys that my thyroid dose and medication has dropped significantly. Well, I got labs done recently again, and I am now completely off of my thyroid medication because it was still, the levels were still high and low when they should be, the reverse of. This is very rare. People generally that are taking thyroid medication because they have a thyroid disease, hyper, Hashis, like I do, usually have to stay on your thyroid medication for the rest of your life. I have been on thyroid medication since I've probably been 22, maybe, in my 20s, let's just say that. So somewhere in my 20s, and, slowly over the years, my dose has increased. Now it has dropped to literally nothing. I never had signs of being hyperthyroid as far as like racing heart, insomnia, tons of energy. Yeah, I wish I had tons of energy. I deal with the opposite of that, which is chronic fatigue in the afternoon really bad. But it's very rare for physicians to see people get off of their thyroid medication. My doctor said that she has seen people drop a dose, drop their dosage, but never gotten off their medication fully. Now, my bariatric surgeon said he has seen that before in one person or two people. I can't remember what he said. I did have a thyroid ultrasound, but I'm going to be waiting for the results of that and talking a little bit more about my thyroid scare in another video. So I'm not going to get into a ton of that today, but the point is, I'm like, is this like weight loss stall over the last couple weeks due to me completely off of my thyroid medication? Am I full-blown hypothyroid again now? Won't know. We'll follow up with you guys, as I said, as I get more information. So that's kind of been my health challenges. Just my cycle stuff still being wonky, my thyroid being wonky. But I'm really proud. I've lost 63 pounds and everybody can see it. Like people that haven't seen me in a while or, just haven't seen me in a couple weeks really notice it. So I am getting that positive feedback. I do see it in my clothing, like I said, but was just a little bummed that I hadn't lost more inches since I'm like working out like crazy. Other than that, I'm doing really well. I feel good. I'm just kind of waiting on my thyroid information results and to see how that's going. Physically, as far as my physical structural stuff that I have shared with you guys, I am doing pretty good. I have to say, I do feel a difference in my hip dramatically from getting the 63 pounds off of my body. And plus, working out, getting stronger. I have to be careful if there's days where I walk a lot. Walking is the worst. Like walking and standing in one spot is the worst. My hips will kill me after that. But I am doing good in my classes. I still love body pump. I'm doing that. I have increased my weight on my bar, like I mentioned to you guys. And as a matter of fact, the last class that we had this week, I loaded 15 pounds on each side of my bar for my squats. So that's 30 pounds for my squats, going from 2.5 pound weights on each side, 5 pounds. I was doing 2.5 pounds on each side for triceps and chest presses, and now I'm doing 7.5. So I am slowly increasing that, and that's a good measurement for me to know that I am getting stronger in that aspect as well. So that's kind of it right now for my 5-month post-op. I am so thankful for everybody's support out there. You guys have been so great. I can't believe I'm up to I think 270 subscribers the last time I checked. Really great feedback. I think we're creating a really nice community here. I like the dialogue. Please feel free to comment below. You can message me if you have any questions or concerns. You want to contact me directly. You can reach me through my website's email. All of that is on my front channel page, and I think it's in the description below too. I think I have it there. If not, I will make sure I go ahead and add that information. But have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy some beautiful spring weather that is beginning. Hopefully you have it like we do here. And I will be talking to you guys later. Bye.